Why do I need to be in the call if I'm sitting next to you?
To cast, so that way the audio,
Oh,
like,
fuck.
everything can hear you.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Ghostman is still playing in my ear. I love this. I'm assuming it's just best of 5.
Yeah. Everything's just regular. It's a playoff match for the Trauma League. What's up, Alex? What the hell just happened? My game went windowed? Oh my god. Alright, we're good.
That's funny.
As long as stream can still see everything. Obviously my webcam is not on. But, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am making my Trauma League casting debut. My name is Biohazard. I'm joined by one of my CCL teammates, Seth. We are going to duo cast this, just so that way, in case I fill the air with any awkward silences, Seth is there to help me out. But it is the 6th seeded team, Pittsburgh Defiance, versus the Kansas City Crusaders. So, Seth, obviously you have absolutely zero idea how the Trauma League works or anything like that.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright.
Seth, obviously you have no idea how the Trauma League works. So, based off of zero experience in this league, just give me a call out, give me a prediction. You think Pittsburgh or Kansas City is gonna win this?
Wait, which team is Gingerbread on? Because I think this kid's about to have a generational series.
I believe, if I remember correctly, Ginger is on the Kansas City Crusaders.
Yeah, Gingerbread's about to drop a 1.8, like 4 more times.
Oh, all right, all right. So Seth has the Kansas City Crusaders winning this. I'm gonna stay as unbiased as possible. So we are loading into Colossus Hardpoint Map 1. You know, definitely a little bit more sub-heavy map. Not as sub-heavy as Blackheart, but I'm quite curious to see how this is gonna work out. You know, I do think this is gonna be I think this is gonna be a pretty close series. Seeing how this might be a pretty big bang out. But we're gonna get started here with the man, the myth, the legend, Gingerbread himself, as Seth says that he's gonna pop off.
Yeah, this kid's the next one.
You know, Blinky with the first blood, Blinky with 2. Oh gosh, you know they're gonna go 4 down as the game starts. So Pittsburgh Defiance is gonna get a lot of this first time. The kill feed colors are messed up, so everybody's all white, and I apologize about that. But anyways, they are going to fully soak some of this time. You know, Kansas City is going to get 1 second, though. Does look like they are, making this pretty scrap heavy. But P1 on Colossus is typically pretty scrap heavy. You know, you very rarely ever see a team full 60 or anything. It more so just depends on, if they can get set up for P2. And it does look like Pittsburgh is going to have these back spawns for P2. So, you know, a couple seconds left. They are going to give the scrap time to Kansas City. But Pittsburgh is not actually fully set up for this. You know, you do have also Mighty sitting in the back trying to block these spawns, but I don't think his team is anywhere near him, so he's kind of just sitting in the back, not really doing anything right now. They are just sitting on this time. He's got to make a play for his team. He's got to draw some attention. He's going to find one. They're not going to shift off of time, though. They're just going to kind of turn around and look for him, but it is going to allow for Jace to walk right through the front and find two and break this hill by himself. So the combined efforts of Mighty and Waves are going to break this time. Hellboy's going to find one inside door, but he's immediately going to be pinched out by Pink. But they are going to have Fluctuant through the back as well, and they are going to soak most of this scrap time. So, you know, after 2 hills, it's going to go about 60 to 30 in the way of Pittsburgh. Gingerbread is going to find one off of New, and Pink is there for the help. But Blinky's going to find one, 10 and 4. You know, off to a great start, but he's going to get cut down on New. They are going to get naded off of time, so nobody's on it right now, and I say that, and now Waves and Mighty are on it for the side of Kansas City. They are going to have a little bit of split spawns right now. Jace is doing his best to stay on time. Finds one. Gets a couple more weak. Can't find anybody else as Blinky's going to get a double piece. Almost makes it a triple with the pistol. But he can't find more. But Paladin is there for the 2-piece to keep his team on time.
He just got a very favorable spawn right there.
Yeah. Ginger with one in the back. Can he find two? Yes, he is. He's going to be able to block these spawns and hopefully set his team up for next. But he says that he reads Harley in the back. Fluctuant does get cut down. Gingerbread doing his absolute best to keep these spawns for his team. But they are just going to kind of walk through the front of time. Let's see if he can do anything. He is going to fall. But Pink is here in the back. Pink finds one. Pink's going to get traded out by Blinky. And now Blinky's going to get double chowed out of the back. Finds one. Finds both of them. Can he find Pink? Almost finds Pink, but runs out of ammo. How unfortunate. But Fluctuant is there for the trade. Man, these colors are making it difficult. I blame Ginger for giving me the wrong colors. You know, a pretty back and forth game. Blinky is going to be sitting on time. He's got his teammates pushed out front. But number 7 does sneak right through the side door, actually. Can't find anybody, though. Blinky's challenging off of the front of time. Is going to get traded out by the nade. Waves with a nice 2-piece, but he is going to get traded. They are sitting on ult. They're going to soak all of this scrap time. I say that, and Gingerbread runs on the time, but he is not going to be able to find anybody. So after the first set of rotations, Pittsburgh is going to be up about 120 to 60, with the favorable time and spawns going into next. Kansas City does get initial. Ginger with a nice 2-piece. Alright, only one, my fault. He's going to get absolutely quad-nated off of time. Also Mighty with his trade, though. Finds one. Pink with another. Jace with another one. They are going to get chowed off of time, though. Jace is doing his absolute best to stay on time. Blinky is going to be able to just break time through. And they are going to get what looks like most of this scrap time. And they do have spawns for new, so let's see if Kansas City elects to bang through old, or if somebody's going to try to take a route and focus on the spawns for new. Blinky with a nice 2-piece. 21 and 12. Going off of old. You know, does look like Pittsburgh is going to get initial time as well. They've got everybody spawning near time. They've got everybody soaking. You've got one person watching the flank. That's 3 down for Kansas City immediately. Also Mighty gets 1. See if he can manage to play his life. Finds Blinky, but Blinky's going to be able to cut him down. So you've got 3 people on time. Blinky doing his best to cut and play absolute, just be a menace on the map. Can't find anybody else. They are still really, unfortunately, not able to trade this out or get any of this time. And Pittsburgh is just running the score up. They've almost got a 100-point lead. If they soak all of this time, they're going to be well in command of this game. Does look like Kansas City is doing their best to stay pushed out for new. Hellboy with a nice 2-piece, though. He's on a 7 spree, actually. Let's just stay with him as he's close to the Hellstorm. And never mind, he gets absolutely caster cursed, so never mind on that one. Also, Mighty's going to find 2, but he's going to get traded out. I'm just horrible at casting people because they keep dying immediately. Gingerbread is going to be holding the tunnel. Jace is going to be on time first. And they are sending 2 people on the flank through blue. They're going to find trades. It depends on if Jace is going to get... Not Jace. Ginger is going to get... Actually, he's going to find him. That's a huge kill. Can't quite find the second one, but Jace is there for the trade. And he's going to get cut down by Fluctuant from tunnel. Fluctuant... I can't cast anybody to save my life. They just keep dying. Also Mighty on time, trying to soak all of this time for his team. Gets a nice nade. Gets a beautiful pistol kill.
That's a great flank at A right there.
Yep. So they are going to hold these favorable spawns. They are going to be spawning them all blue. So if they, honestly, if they soak all of this time, and then they hold the next spawns and soak all of next, you know, it's not a necessarily horrible side. But they are going to fall. It's only about 10 seconds, though. So it just honestly depends on if they can soak all of this time or not. They do have the spawns for new. So it just depends on if they can break, or if they can, you know, if Kansas City can hold all of this time or not. I do believe if they hold this full 60, it's going to keep them in the game. They've got these spawns. Nobody really on the side of Pittsburgh is pushed out close enough to them. Blinky's the first one in P1. He's not going to find anybody. One's going to try to chow through front, and they're all just going to get shot down through the front of time. So it's all up to Blinky if he can find anybody, and he can't. So they're going to be spawning deep out. They're soaking all of this time. Fluctuant with 1. They're going to try to just chow through front. Fluctuant with another. Fluctuant with all 3 just single-handedly breaks this himself as he kills all 4. But Mighty does get a beautiful spawn. Mighty can't find anybody else, though, which is extremely unfortunate. Never mind his... Oopsie. His trophy actually plays hero. And Jace is there for the trades as well. So even though they are down by about 100 still, it's not over till it's over.
Keep P1 choppy, full 60. P2, you're right in this.
Whole mini-map is white. You know, that's entirely Gingerbread's fault, as he gave me the colors and told me to make, you know, the substitute colors white, and it's his fault, so I'll change him after this game. But don't you worry. Also Mighty with a nice trade. Blinky with the trades. It's just Trade City on this. Blinky almost double positive for his team. You know, really doing it all. 38 and 22. Finds a nice kill onto Waves. Fluctuant is there for the backup. Also, Mighty's going to find 1. They're going to double chow in time, but they unfortunately line up. Only 5 seconds left to go. Is anybody even close? No, they are not. And Pittsburgh Defiance is going to walk away with the map 1 victory by about 100 points or something like that. You know, all in all, Kansas City wasn't necessarily playing that bad. They were rotating. They were getting set up and stuff, minus that 1 P2. It's just their holds. They were just kind of getting... They were getting chowed through, exactly like what I'm talking about in this kill cam. Fluctuant just walks right through the front, manages to pop up a 3. And kills also... No, also Mighty gets his trade in the back, but, you know, you can't really just let somebody walk through the front and pop 3 like that. But, they, you know, they were rotating. They weren't holding. Unfortunate if you are a Kansas City fan. All right. I'm going to back out real quick. And, 1 second. All of the colors were white, so I'm going to change it real quick. Give me 1 second. So, we're going to figure out... We're going to change some colors around. But, yeah. So, like I said, I am fairly new to a lot of this team. You know, I don't really know much of Trauma League, so you guys have to give me all the lore and everything like that in the background. So... I'm gonna need to know teams, like, you know, like Mr. JD here saying this was Kansas City's map when Stratus was here. So, like, you know, that's very helpful for me, so thank you. I didn't know that. I don't know anything. So, we got to, you guys got to fill me in. Alright, I'm good now whenever. But, yeah, so this is definitely interesting, especially being an outside perspective and not knowing anything about any of these teams. Obviously, you know, my Challengers teammates are Mr. Waves himself and Mr. Devin Frost my goat. But that's really all I know. So I'm quite curious to see how this search and destroy goes. I know that with the sniper life, you know, there not being a 2-life rule anymore. I'm really hoping that I see some snipes out of these. I love watching snipes. All you'd have to do is press menu and say Codcaster. Well, you see, it's bugged on mine. But even then, I don't know. Let me do this real quick. Anyways, alright, cool. That way, in case anybody comes in and is quite curious, hopefully, you know, the sides are still correct and everything like that. Because Waves told me that they are guild the entire time. But, yeah. How do you think? You think Pittsburgh's gonna go up 2-0, or you think Kansas City's gonna even the odds?
I think Search is a little bit different than Hardpoint. They were struggling to take routes and stuff, but they weren't necessarily playing solo chals, so I think their Search could be a little bit better. I could see this going 1-1.
Well, they apparently forgot the bomb in spawn, so they're going to be a little bit slow. Does look like there's going to be some action going down mid. Pink might have called out that somebody ran through. She's going to find the first blood, though. Is it going to be traded out or not? Does not seem it, as Waves is going to be there for the backup. And very quickly, this round does go to a 4v2 in favor of Kansas City. Does look like they're kind of just hiding in spawn, trying to play the push through. Okay, Fluctuant does find one, kind of backs down, which is completely understandable. Multiple are just ego challenging. He finds one, and nobody's going to be there for the trade. So it's still a 3v2. They're backing up. Jace is there for the trade out eventually, and they are going to win the first round. You know, really nice teamwork there out of Kansas City. You know, Pink, I'm pretty sure, is able to call out that there was 2 people running through mid. She finds the first, and then Waves is there through the mid chow as well to make sure that she does not get traded out. And then in a 4v2, they just play trades. They just play numbers up. I have no idea why it says it's a best of 9. That beautiful Apocalypse camo. That is the Warzone Mastery camo. I have it as well. It's a pain in the ass. I don't recommend it. But we're going to stay on board with Waves as he's on a 2. See if he can slowly start working his way towards a Hellstorm, which is really big on this map. Beautiful shots out of him to find the first blood onto Hellboy. They smoke out Dojo immediately. Blinky with a sniper in mid. So they're going to kind of just leave him alone. Waves is going to fall to Paladin, though. And I am going to stay on board with Blinky because, like I said, I love snipers. But in the meantime, if you look at the minimap, it does look like Kansas City's going to try to just push through Dojo. Kind of looks like they're hesitant to commit to something. Does look like they are going to try to push through Dojo instead of... Oh, Blinky with a nice shot. Almost gets the collateral, but Bomb is down now, so that is really unfortunate for the side of Kansas City. Blinky with another one. All up to Pink in a 1v3. This is doable, though. And I say that, and she gets flanked from behind. Pittsburgh does even up the round count at 1-1.
I do think you nailed it. They did kind of hesitate there in Dojo. They need to just kind of pick one and full commit to it.
It's definitely the unfortunate game of Search and Destroy, especially with First Blood as well. Like, that's something that we've talked about as our collegiate team. If you get numbers up, you have to just pick something and commit to it, because the longer you take to commit to something, the harder it is for your team to get fully set up.
I agree.
See if Blinky still has the sniper out. He does, so we're going to stay on board with him. He's going to slow peek outer with the sniper. Is also Mighty going to be able to find anything? He should be able to have calmed that they were, you know, they're just straight up aping this. You know, they're already in time. This is what I'm talking about. They've full committed. They're getting bombed down within 30 seconds of the round. And now it's a 4v4 post-plant retake. Pink with the first blood, though, just manages to walk right in and find one. And now nobody is near bomb except for Paladin. Fluctuant with, you know, the close help. Paladin is able to find one. Gets away with his life. Blinky on the flank, though. Is he able to find anybody? Finds Waves. Finds Pink as well. And then Gingerbread gets traded out as well. So you know, zero hesitation. Like I said, they killed the one person close to bomb, and then Paladin was alone, and they didn't really ape anything out, so it allowed them to just kind of reposition themselves. It allowed for Blinky to flank through mid into their spawn and find two with a pistol. Quite interesting. It's just, honestly, from Kansas City, like, the gun skill is there. It's just, they seem to just kind of be hesitating on what to do. I don't know if it's playoff nerves or what, but they just haven't really fully committed to anything yet. So like I said, we're going to stay on board with Blinky, with the sniper, see if he can find a first blood here, or if he's going to get naded out. He is able to calm out multiple people, though. Barely misses a snipe onto waves, and they have smoked him off. So let's see if they are able to fully commit through this or what. They've kind of smoked him off, and then now they're just sitting in 10. Gingerbread is going to back up and watch the flank, though, but they have slid over to bomb. Misses the nade. Also Mighty with the first blood. Let's see if they have numbers up, they can commit to something. And as I say that, two go down. I mean, oh my gosh, Blinky. Blinky with the nice double kill with the sniper. Now it is all up to Gingerbread in a 1v3 once again. He is able to find bomb. Finds one. Almost finds Blinky. Almost finds Harley. Oh, he almost 1v3s. That would have been insane. But unfortunately, he can't quite figure it out. Almost a really nice 1v3 to keep his momentum up for his team and keep the energy high.
Right there.
Yep.
Smoke off bomb. I'd like them to either lay it quick or just push through, but they can't just sit there and do neither.
Yeah, I agree. That's exactly what I'm saying in terms of like hesitating. It's yet you smoke bomb off, you get the first blood, and you know the one person in dojo has a sniper. So either push him out or get that first blood and rotate back. But they got the first blood and then they kind of just sat there. Does he still have the sniper? No, he does not. They've smoked off 10 again, and see, this is exactly what we're talking about. They're laying bomb immediately. They've got the trophies out. Jace is close. Is he going to be able to just run? Sure. Oh, I appreciate the effort. Gingerbread with 2. In a 3v2 retake. The smoke gets destroyed by the trophy, though. Can anybody be able to equalize it? Fluctuating with 2, actually. Now it's up to Gingerbread again in a 1vx situation. Gets shots in. Can't quite find any of the kills. He's got 17 seconds. He's got to go. Finds the first. Can't find the second one, though, and I don't think he would have had time either way. So Pittsburgh Defiance is slowly starting to run away with this. But this next round is huge. There's a big difference between being down 4-2 and being down 5-1. Both, you know, are pretty big odds, but at least 4v2, you've got a decent chance.
You can swing maps very quickly in this game.
Hmm?
You can swing rounds.
Oh, absolutely, especially on Den. So I really would like to see Kansas City win this round. Let's see what they opt to do. I'm going to see if Blinky has a sniper out again. It does look like it because he's got his pistol out. Let's see here. I really don't think so, though, because he's just running around. Nope, he's got an M15 out. So it does look like they're going to try to full commit to this. Gingerbread is laying bomb, though, so it depends on if Blinky swings this, he might have the kill. Gets Jace. Now it's a 4v4 retake. Fluctuant is cruising. Blinky gets killed with the nade. Almighty's there for the trade. Honestly, kind of a waste of a cruise. So let's see. Can Jace find... It's all up to a 1v3 for Fluctuant. And they know exactly where he is. No cruise. He sees Gingerbread slide over, but Jace has got his cross, so there's no way that they lose this round, right? Jace just kind of let him go, but, you know, 10 seconds left. There's no way that he gets both of these people and defuses it. So good news for Kansas City fans is that they are clinging to life in this search, and you made Fluctuant waste his Hellstorm. So I definitely, if there's any time to swing this momentum, it's now. You've got no cruise, and you've got a defense. So you just have to win this defense. And honestly, I'm going to say it. I think if they win this defense, I think they swing this game and they win it. So I think this round, this is the most important round in the game.
I agree. This is a big round.
I definitely do believe here that it is doable. but they have to win this round. So let's see if they full commit to this or what's going on. The smoke is going to go out. Let's see if Mr. Fluctuant does go straight for... Oh, but he's going to get naded, so that's huge. Bomb is down, but Blinky runs right through. Is Blinky going to get traded? Nice job to the Kansas City team on playing these trades and playing numbers up. It is 3v2. All you have to do is play trades. Waves with 1. Is he going to see him outer? I don't think he saw him quite outer yet, but he is going to see the gunshots. And Waves is going to be able to get the kills as well. Not quite equalized in round count.
You can just feel the momentum though. They've won 2 in a row. They're taking map space. They're playing things together. This is a big round.
I agree. I definitely believe that Kansas City, yeah, it's all up to Kansas City now to figure out if they're going to win this game or not. Let's see if they can full commit to a bomb site like they did last round. Gingerbread at a pretty solid 10-6 game out of him. Kind of quietly said that, as I haven't really talked about it. I haven't talked about any of the kills or KDs or anything like that, but
He's been having some nice nades.
yes, he has. They're going to get the call-outs that there's shots going down. The kid in Dojo is going to be weak, so let's see what they do. They're smoked out, and like I said, they just haven't fully committed to anything. Gingerbread's actually just running it down, but he's out of tree. Let's see if he can get the trade. He's going to find the trade, but then he's going to get cut down, and now it's all up to Pink. Pink's going to find one, making this a 1v2. Can't quite find any more trades as they got stuck in 10, and now it is match point for Pittsburgh Defiance. It's not over till it's over. And the 5-3 curse does exist, 100%. It just all depends on how Kansas City can figure this out. So we'll see how this goes. All it takes is them to win an offense, and I don't really know if they've won one or not. They just they're very slow and hesitant to play on the bomb. Does look like this is going to be an A route with a slow B presence. Also, Mighty's just running straight through. Finds a knife on the blade. Oh my god, he almost missed Hellboy, but he missed the knife. That would have been insane. But a huge kill, though, onto Blinky. And it does look like they're going to take this opportunity to try to wrap through. It depends on if Waves can play patient or not and see this calm. He's going to see 1. He's going to see 2. He's going to calm that they're wrapping, though. So it all depends on what they do from this. And they're going to slow play. They're going to wrap back through A. So is Jace going to be able to see anybody here? Is he going to get... but he almost gets out with his life. But is he going to get traded here? It all depends on if Gingerbread can find this person in the back. A 2v2 is a lot easier. He calms him mid-couches. He's just going to leave him, though. I kind of respect it, honestly. But a 2v3 post-plant retake, they're just going to have to hit something together and pray that they can find a trade. Or just get one and get out with their life. Can't find the first, and Fluctuant with both, actually, and some extra love there at the end to send Pittsburgh up 2-0 in this playoff match. Honestly, at the end of that, if we want to talk about a post-map breakdown, it all boils down, in my opinion, to Kansas City's lack of commitment on a bomb site. You guys were smoking bomb, you guys were getting pushed up, but you guys were kind of just hesitating. And unfortunately, it was just, post-plant situations. You guys were just kind of making it harder for yourself than it should have been. But it's not over till it's over. And like my, wonderful star player teammate says, 100% of reverse sweeps start by being down 0-2.
That's a very true statement, yes.
So it all depends on how... Yeah, it all depends on how they respond, how they regain after that. Being down 0-2 in a series, especially an elimination series where if you lose this, you're out. You go home. It all depends on if, you're going to let the nerves get to you or if you're going to kind of snap out of it, pretend that those first 2 maps never existed, and focus on what's ahead of you. You're either done in 1 map or you're done in 3 after this. So it all depends on how the momentum can be swung back in Kansas City's favor. It is possible. I definitely have the faith that... I apologize if you guys hear one of my collegiate teammates screaming in the back. He's a bit passionate as well. But no, it all depends on how they handle this. And I believe, I'm sure Kansas City has some fans in the chat. I believe in them.
Excellent.
Strong overloads are often momentum shifters.
Absolutely. And Overload, it is the new game mode for this year, replacing Control, obviously, that we've had for what feels like an eternity. So with it being the newest game mode in competitive, some teams are good at it, some teams are not good at it. So it all kind of depends on, as I like to say, a team needs to not tunnel vision. That's how you're good at this game, is you need to not tunnel vision the ball. You need to, set up your team. You need to either flank. You need to remember where the ball spawns if you dunk it, and you kind of need to set your team up and figure it out and play good Call of Duty. And honest to God, just hang on. Can I edit the podcaster? I can't update the map count on this. You love to see it. I love this game. Well, anyways, ignore the top of it. It is going to say it's a 1-0, but obviously this is Overload, so Pittsburgh is up 2-0. Apologies for that. But, yeah, we are going to stay on board with Fluctuant. He had a really, really solid S&D for his team to really catapult them up 2-0 and match point in this series. Hellboy with 1, Paladin with 2, actually. Almost finds the 3rd, but Blinky's going to be there, and he's just straight up running this down. Nobody's really close for the side of Kansas City, so this might be a quick 1-0. And it is, and it all depends. Can they stay pushed up or not? That's a quick 4... okay, there it is. There's a quick 4 down, and they're all going to be spawning on Blinky. Blinky already has a Hellstorm. It's 30 seconds into the game.
Oh my god.
This might be a quick relay. It all depends on if they can get there quick enough. But it doesn't matter. It's going to be a quick 2-0. Dear Lord, this game might be over before it's even started. Fluctuant's kind of pinned in their spawn. Jace is able to find him, though.
What a strong start out of a team.
But holy crap. It's a quick 2-0. It's less than a minute in. And Pittsburgh is already up 2-0. They just need to take space. Blinky is hiding up top red. I don't know if they knew he was there or not. He is able to find one. He's able to find Ginger as well. Finds Jace as well. Dear Lord, Blinky wants this done in 3. I'm trying my hardest to stay unbiased, but they're trying to. Oh, he's hellstorming immediately. Yeah, like I said, Blinky wants this over. He's not going to be able to find. Is he going to be able to find anybody? No, he finds nobody with it. So, I mean, kind of a little bit of an aggro hellstorm there. Especially when his team is not really in a position to capitalize off of it, but he finds the one. Is he going to be able to find anybody else? Yes, he is. This might be another 3-0. Depends. Never mind. Gingerbread is there, and he said it's not over till it's over. Finds one. Is playing Ring Around the Rosie with Paladin. Finally finds him. And, they can either play this reset and keep everybody off of it, but they're not going to do that. But it is going to reset, though. But Blinky's not going to grab it quick enough. It is going to reset, but it does reset just right behind him.
There's a lot of resets there.
It is. They are pushed up. Blinky is alone. It's all, honestly, a 1v1 between Blinky and Pink. And he is going to opt to kind of swing this through to maybe A, or he might fake it top. We'll see. Ginger is going to find him there, though, and it, is Fluctuant going to try to just kind of camp and play his life? Yes, he is. Going to get shots into Pink. Immediately traded out, though, but Gingerbread's all alone with the ball. He's kind of waiting for his teammate to push up with him. I don't really appreciate the shot call there out of him. Blinky with 1, can't get away with his life. Waves with 2, though. But immediately a 2-person trade goes down. They're going to try to run this through mid to get this away from the portal. And Beam, never mind. Gingerbread is there for the stop. Oh, it's a pretty pinstripe kill feed here right now. Hellboy might just walk this. Never mind. I was like, he might have just walked this down for free. Pink, a small, slow start out of Pink. But this is still doable. It's only 2 scores. You saw how quick Pittsburgh relayed 2 in a row. So it is possible to relay 2 in a row for the side of Kansas City as well. You just have to get presence on the map, and they're kind of playing with their backs against the wall right now. Not only in the series, but in this map in general. They are going to grab the ball. Does look like it's a 4-hit through. It all depends on if Waves can get there quick enough, as they are playing sort of slow. Pink is going to get cut down. Gingerbread's just going to walk right through and grab the ball. I like this out of him. Can Blinky find more than one, or is he just going to get traded out? Never mind. Blinky finds 1. Blinky finds 2. Blinky cannot find the 3rd, but Mighty is going to get traded out. But Jace is there for the 3-piece. That's huge. His team's nowhere near him, though, and they are spawning basically right on top of him. So 1 is going to get through Shaq. Is he going to get called out, though? No, he's not. He's just going to walk through and score this. Blinky with 3, though, but Jace is still here. And the ball is going to reset in mid, because there's only 3 spots for it to go. Jace is on a 7 spree. Cannot find the Hellstorm, though. That is really unfortunate. And Hellboy is going to be trying his hardest to just walk this down through the middle of the map. But he is going to get cut down. Pink with a nice kill on the Blinky. Do they know that Fluctuant is here, though? Fluctuant with 1. It does seem like it's going to get reset in mid. Fluctuant with 2. Paladin with 1. Waves is trying his absolute hardest. Does look like they are going to try to pick this up. And this is going to go, keep in mind, this is going to do an overtime. He's trying to fake it, though. He's trying to fake it to B. It's all up to Jace. Jace is going to find him and cut him down and send this into the 2nd round. And they were able to score it, so they're only down 1. I've had my Siri Texas speech on this whole time, and it's been narrating that 1st round. I absolutely love it. I hate technology so much. But anyways,
big series of kills from Waves here to get this relay.
I don't know which one was more important. The fact that Waves finds 3 to 4 here, or that Blinky runs through Shaq and kind of trigger disciplines Waves and lets them just score it. If he trades Jace there, he might have been able to find the 2nd kill, but he kind of just was playing his life and just let him through. But this, you know, like I said, this isn't over till it's over. It's not over till the fat lady sings, and I don't hear no singing yet. This is, Alex says it himself, this is still doable, and I fully believe him. This is extremely doable. Waves is able to sniff out the trade, able to get shots down onto the kid in shot, but he's not going to be able to get there. But Pink is there for the trade. 6 and 15, a slow start, but it doesn't matter. They are going to grab this. It does look like they're trying to wrap this through plane, as Paladin is just running right through blue. He's huge here, but he is going to get called out and sniffed out. But he can't. It doesn't matter. He's not going to get killed. It is all up to Jace. Can he find the kill? Almighty's actually there. Blinky's still on the ball, though. This is a huge stalemate out of both teams. Number 4 Paladin is still here. Pink, turn around! Pink, turn around! Not going to turn around quick enough, as Fluctuant is going to just detonate the ball. And they might be set up for the rally. It all depends on if Paladin can find any presence in their spawn. He is able to find 1. Almost finds a 2nd, but it doesn't matter. They've finally gotten everybody out of their spawn, so it's just a stalemate. Blinky with the 1 tries to pistol somebody, and he's just not going to be able to find anyone. Are they going to find Jace on the plane here? Is he going to know that Paladin is here? Paladin with some shots into him, but he can't find the kill. Blinky with a nice 2-piece. And it resets behind him. I don't realize. They've just pushed up. They're just going to allow it for his team. But nobody's really near the ball, so I don't really know if I respect this or not. Nobody's near the ball. Somebody finally grabs the ball. Now, it all depends on if Jace can find anybody on the flank. Like I said, they've kind of just a huge stalemate right now. Sees the ball, finds 2. 2 on the flank. Gingerbread with the kill in mid. This is a weird round of Overload. Nobody's really focusing the ball. Almighty with 1. He drops a detonate. That's 3 down. If I'm Kansas City, because I'm already down 2, you got to go. They know Paladin's in mid. Paladin finds 2. Pink's going to elect to wrap this through her spawn. I kind of respect it. It just all depends on if they can find any presence. I forgot you don't have listen-in prems. Yeah, no, I don't have anything. I would love to do a listen-in right now with Kansas City and hear their comms, but I can't, unfortunately. I'm new to this league, like I said. Jace with a nice 1. Jace with a nice 2, and it's all up to Mr. Paladin himself now. Ball is down. You got, like, there's just hesitation on the map. If you don't grab this ball, it's going to reset plane, and nobody is set up towards plane. And like I said, it resets plane. Nobody is there. If Pittsburgh doesn't hesitate, they've got a free score right here, and that might be the catalyst. That might be it. And yeah, it's kind of just a huge misplay out of Kansas City, which is extremely unfortunate. But it's still it's doable. They just have to stop hesitating. Pink with a nice. That's 3 down again. Somebody's got to just grab the ball. That's all 4 down. Just grab the ball and go. You've got 8 pushed up. You've got Gingerbread pushed up. He knows there's at least 1 on him. He gets 1. He nades another. Can't find anybody. And it's all up to Jace himself. Jace finds 1. Jace finds 2. Can he find Fluctuant on the ball? Doesn't matter, but he detonates it. This is still doable for the side of Kansas City. But their backs are against the wall. They've got to go. Gingerbread finds 1, but gets traded out of top. They know somebody is in top. Blinky with a nice kill into mid. Pink on ball. Gets traded out. And now it's all up to... That's a 3 down again. That's actually a 4 down. If they run this through... It's B. It's B. Also, no, it's A. No, it's B. Blinky, that might be it. That might be the final curtain. That might be the casting call. That might be curtains for Kansas City. Fluctuant on a 5. We'll go to his POV. Never mind, he's already spectating. But it does look like they're just looking to run this up. You know, it is doable still, but Kansas City has to play picture perfect from here on out. And somebody in chat is saying it sounds like the fat lady has started to sing. She's warming up her vocals right now. She's doing the opera call. The glass cup is shattering. 20 seconds left. Jace tries his absolute hardest, but he's going to get cut down. And unfortunately, it does seem like that is going to be the series. And Pittsburgh is going to take this 3-0. And Kansas City is going to be eliminated from the Trauma League playoffs. So unfortunately, you know, your last season, if I remember correctly, Kansas City won last season. Call me mistaken, but Kansas City won that last season, and that might have been a first-round exit from them. I don't know the bracket off the top of my head. It is extremely unfortunate if you are a Kansas City fan. They are unable to close out this series, and they get 3-0 swept. Bring the brooms out. You know, bring the admission tickets for the fat lady singing. It does unfortunately look like Pittsburgh will be advancing to the next round. I have no idea who they face. I do not know. Stage. My fault, Tej. I'm new to all of this.
GG, y'all.
But I don't know if
I mean, truly, thank you.
yeah, I don't know how let me shift my Discord over so I can see everything. I can try to do post-match interviews. I can try to get in a call with somebody and see how this will work out. Hang on. Yeah, we are doing post-match interviews. Let me see who's going first. And I'll try to, while we are waiting to figure this out, if anybody wants to ask questions, sorry, Tej. Yeah, my Nightbot doesn't do links. But while I'm waiting for this, somebody, you know, ask some questions in the chat, so that way I can figure this out. Like I said, my fault, Tej. But yeah, like I said, we can kind of I'm trying to wait to see who's doing the interviews first. But yeah, hang on. I put the bracket for yeah, my fault, man, my fault. Alright, Hellboy's gonna. It does seem like Hellboy is going to do the interview for Pittsburgh. Let me hang on. Let me Yep. Okay. Pitt goes first for the interview. Okay, I got you. Waiting to see Hellboy in a call, and then I will join it. But yeah. If anybody's got any questions for the chat, like I said, I'm still kind of a rookie to this league, so I'm not going to be able to probably ask the best of questions. Excuse me. So if anybody's got any questions for me to ask either Hellboy or whoever does the Kansas City interview, just let me know. Hellboy, join a call, man. There he is. Hello, hello.
Yo.
Hang on, let me switch my stream over so that way they can see everything.
I probably won't have cams.
No, you're good. You're good. But at least this way they can at least see the call. But yeah, let me start off by saying congratulations on winning 3-0 and advancing to the next round of playoffs. How does it? How confident on a scale of 1 to 10 were you or your team in general going into this series? I know, if I remember correctly, like I said, Kansas City won the last stage, so you're going up against the defending champs. So how confident were you guys going into this?
Honestly, I think we had a lot of confidence. We didn't play our last match. We didn't play with our full team, so we kind of like felt like it just could have been different. You know what I mean? But no, I think we always have pretty good confidence going in. I mean, especially because I know that team. It's not the same team. I don't know if you know how much Trauma is, but they switch. So, and since they switched, it's kind of not been the same for them. So I think just going in, we were pretty much we were pretty locked. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, completely understandable. And like I said, I'm slowly learning all the lore and everything like that. But yeah, no, I am still kind of new to a lot of the names, a lot of the faces, teams themselves in this league. But yeah, do you guys, like I said, I am new. Do you guys happen to know who you play next?
No. So we're waiting on the winner of another match. So it's New Mexico and Florence, I think. So we're just kind of seeing who's gonna win that, and then we'll go from there.
Do you have a preference on who you play next between those two teams?
We 3-0'd Florence earlier in the stage, but I mean, I think we have full confidence against either one. I mean, I got a lot of good homies on New Mexico, so it's always fun to play them. But I don't really I don't think we got a preference. I think we're just ready to play anyone, whoever's in front of us, type thing. You know what I mean?
Honestly, fair enough. Johnny is asking if you're gonna hard carry Blinky next series for him.
Oh, for Johnny? Shit, I might have to, man. For Johnny, bro, I gotta do that.
But
yeah, nah.
yeah, I'm trying to think of more questions to ask. Honestly, a lot of the series, it had moments of being close, but for the most part, you guys kind of just ran away with the series. When you guys were up 4-1 in the search, were you guys like still playing like as focused as possible, or were you guys kind of like, you've got 3 rounds to spare. Were you kind of testing anything, or was it like, no, this is playoffs, let's keep it as serious as possible? Like, what was your guys' mentality, even like, when it's 220 to 100 in the hard point? Like, were you guys still just all gas, no breaks, or like, were you like, what was the mentality throughout this series?
Yeah, I think that we try to keep that energy up like for every series we play, but today definitely felt like we had a lot of energy just because, like I said, I'm not saying we wouldn't have lost the last series. We kind of got smoked though, so like, and just playing with a sub, it's just
Yeah.
different. Um, so I think coming into this, we had an extra like boost, and I mean, even though they're not the same team, they still did win the last stage, so that always is a good let's send them home, like not give them a chance. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like we kept it even when we were up. I feel like we kind of dominated, but even when we were up a lot, we were still just trying to lock in, just finish the series. You know what I mean? So.
Yep, entirely understandable. Turkey Neck has 2 questions for you. His first one is, what is your reaction to Blinky sniping? So I'll kind of feed off of that one. So obviously, he got multiple snipes with it, but like in general, when you hear he's got the sniper out, like, are you like, oh, like he's good for one at least? Like, what's your mentality when you hear that your teammate's got a sniper out?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, Blinky's with the snipe, especially on Den. I mean, that dude's always popping pieces. It'll be like you'll just be surprised by some of them he pops, and then like even it's weird. I feel like he loves running the snipe because he loves running that pistol. So like he'll end up just like pulling out the pistol anyways and shitting on some kids. So yeah, anytime Blinky has the snipes out, it's always a fun time. I mean, right there, they kind of just ran in. I think I know what round he's talking about, where they're just running dojo, and he's just pretty much holding the cross, just waiting for them. So
Yeah, he had a nasty 2-piece that round.
yeah,
Turkey Neck once again asked, who's your guys' play caller for S&D? He said, is Blinky IGLing, or does he respect your game enough to let you call the shots?
Winky does not respect my game, bro. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think we all kind of like feed off each other. Of course, he kind of does like a set thing before the round more than anything. But I mean, after that, we kind of just feed off information and we just kind of go off of each other. Like I'll hear Fluck call some shit, and then every once in a while I'll chime in some stuff. But mostly Blinky and Fluck, and then Sacred he just kind of listens. He's a good guy.
Fair enough. And then last question, Johnny said, what's it like having Big Boy Flock in your ear yelling dead?
Yeah, no, we were yelling a lot of deads on that Colossus. I cannot lie. I don't know if I think it was when we had just P2 unlocks and me and him were just pushed out P1, just killing everybody, and we were just trading deads back and forth. So it's
I
always gives you dope, man, when you hear Harley say dead.
Oh, I believe it. I unfortunately, like I said, since I was new, like I don't have perms or anything. I would have
Yeah.
loved to do listen-ins, but couldn't make that happen. But hopefully, if I cast again, I'll be able to hear what you guys were talking about with those dead comms. I love it. I know, people spectating love hearing the passion and stuff. So hopefully, if I am able to cast, we can make sure that everybody hears the passion. But all right, last little wrap up before I switch to the losers interview. Do you have any special shout outs, whether it's fans, support group, your teammates,
Yeah.
anything like that? You got anything you want to say?
No, I mean, no. Shout out to them, man. GG's. I fully expect that team to be blown to smithereens in the coming week. So they had a good run. Yeah, GG solid them, man. I don't really have issues with none of them. Actually, you know what? Fuck Pink Sand, man.
Oh damn!
Just kidding. That's my dog, but she knows what's good. And no, I mean, besides that, no, yeah, GG's to my teammates, bro. It was a good bounce back after what happened last series, and I still think we're a very strong team in this playoff. So just watch out for us, man. But I appreciate you, bro. I mean, it takes a lot. I mean, you don't even know much, and you still did it. So I appreciate that out of you. It's big.
Anytime. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I'm hoping that I get the opportunity again in the future. But yeah, once again, GG's to you, and hopefully you continue your losers run.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Anytime. Alright, I'm going to hide my screen so that way I'm not leaking Gen Chat or anything like that. And let's see if I can get someone else in here for Kansas City. All right, Mr. Waves himself said that he is going to do the interview. So I'm going to get him in here, and then I will flip my screen back over. See if he... There he is. Jason, you putting a webcam on or anything, or no?
I can. It's all good.
Okay.
We can do that. Where
All
we
right.
at, bro? You're not gonna see me very well though, bro. My room is dark.
That is okay. Oh wow, you
Oh
were
my-
not
you can
kidding.
You can see the whiteness of my skin. I'm here.
But yeah, so unfortunately, obviously, you guys were 3-0'd. You guys were eliminated, but you know, at any moment, were you still trying to keep the vibes high, or were you like, oh, like, were you feeling pretty defeated, or like, what was your mentality going into that overload when you guys are down 0-2 already?
Hey man, it'd be fun to reverse sweep.
Fair enough.
Our overload's the only overload we've won all stage, so what's another one? But it didn't happen, so.
But when if I remember correctly, like I said, you guys were the previous stage winners. So
Yeah.
yeah, how does it feel? Hellboy was telling me you guys, it's not the exact same team. You know, you guys did make some changes, but I know you were on that winning team. So
Yeah.
how does it feel going from a roster where you guys, you know, win the stage to you know, not being able to put the pieces together and being eliminated?
Yeah, I mean, it's 3/4 of the same championship roster. Our fourth retired after winning a stage, so can't really do much. You get a replacement in that, um, I mean, to put it bluntly, just isn't the original guy. Um, doesn't run the same role, doesn't get the same amount of kills, doesn't have the game knowledge that the original guy did. I mean, overall, just a rough replacement, and I mean, we couldn't figure it out, plain and simple.
Yep, completely get that. Are you? Like I said, I'm not too familiar with this league. Is there another stage after this?
Yeah, I think there's another stage after this, and then after that, it's champs. I
So
believe.
walk me through your process for the next stage. Are you gonna stick it out with this team, or are you, without leaking anything?
No, it's Hellboy said it correctly, bro. It's blowing this shit up.
Oh, yep.
I mean, a team that you know, again, a team that won this stage, and then going into the next stage, getting a replacement and only winning one match, and debatably we shouldn't have even won that. I mean, you have to blow it up. Clearly, it's not working. I'm not gonna solely blame the replacement, bro. Like, it's not just Mighty's fault, bro. Like, it's all of us. I mean, the thing is it worked well when we had Stratus. We don't have Stratus anymore. It doesn't work anymore. You know, I kind of built that team in the off season of me, Stratus, Ginger on purpose, and with the pick, we were gonna kind of pick our fourth in the draft, which we ended up getting Pinkston. And again, we built the team to win, and it did. It's just unfortunate that Stratus retires. We get a replacement in Mighty, and Mighty is nothing like Stratus at all. So clearly the team dynamics just off, and no, this team's gonna blow up. I mean, our owner even put a Nolan. Shout out Nolan, bro. I mean, I love that guy. That guy's always had faith in me, but that guy put a message in, but before the match, bro, that this team was getting changed, win or loss tonight. So, nah, this team's getting blown up, bro, for sure.
Nifty said, a question for Jace. Did Kansas City finish the GoFundMe to retire Stratus in real life so he can unretire in the game, come back, and have millions in real life?
No, we did not, bro. I love Stratus, bro. I'm not mad that he retired or anything like that, bro. Like, guy has a life, and you know, has a female in his life, got a new job, so all love over here, bro. I hope he's enjoying his retirement, man. Honestly, it was a good way to go out, though. Win the stage and go out. So
That is
shout
a
out.
fair point. Johnny says it himself as well. That you and Frost were huge. You know, like you guys were heavyweights. I remember one of you guys saying that it's been since like MW3 or something that one of you wasn't, at least one of you wasn't in the finals. So now that you guys have both been knocked out, like, do you have a team that you think is like favored to win this?
Yeah, I mean, I've been blunt about it. I think Tokyo or Vegas have the best chance. I think Philly could sneak into a Grands, but I don't think they'll beat either one. But I'd say either Tokyo Storm or Vegas. I think has the best chance of winning.
Fair enough. And then my last question for you is, since you said that the roster is blowing up, is there anywhere that you'd like to go, or is there anybody in this league that you would love to team with that you either haven't gotten to team with yet, or you'd like to run it back, or there's an organization that like you really want to play under the owner, or
No, I
just
mean,
anything like that?
I think I'm staying here, bro. I mean, it's up to Nolan. It's up to the owner. If I stay here, I don't see a world where I get traded. Unless it's like to absolutely make the team better on his end. I think I'm probably staying here though. As to who I want to play with, stuff like that, I'm just not gonna say anything just because playoffs are still going on. A lot of teams are still in it. I have talked to a lot of people who have said that they want to come play. It was just a matter of waiting until after this stage. So I guess we'll see what happens. And on top of that, I mean, you also, to get to a different team or to get, players over here, you got to make trades. And this league is infamous for not making any fucking trades. You had two teams that won one series in two full stages, and neither one wanted to make a trade. You have teammates who don't even want to play with each other anymore, and owners still won't make trades. So it all just depends on what the league wants to do.
Completely fair. And I did it with Hellboy. I'll do it with you as well. Before we wrap this up, do you have any shout outs? Whether it's teammates, fans, anybody. Say like one final piece before I wrap this stream up.
Oh man, I got a lot, bro. Shout out Nolan, love that guy as an owner. Shout out my teammates. Hey man, we had a good stage one, bro. We had one good stage, bro. Then that shit was fucking chalked. TF Magic says, just say Trey, you love me. I do love you, Trey, but I can't play with you. Fucking PR pussy wants my team. Johnny, I don't want your team. I want a player on your team. And straightforward, you better perform this stage, buddy, because you're on fucking watch. Other than that, though, nah, I mean, GG's, bro. I mean, we really, really gave it our best, I guess. I don't know, bro. It's hard to go into every series, brewing confidence, and you've won one fucking series as a team of four. um, I do just want to say this though, especially in like I'm gonna target owners here specifically. Mighty isn't that bad, bro. Like he just doesn't fit on the roster at all. So I mean, I'm gonna call out specific teams like LAR at the time. Florence even like you guys have won one match in two full stages and you still won't make a trade for a player that could possibly make your team better. What the fuck are you doing? No, Mighty's not that bad. He just doesn't fit on the roster, bro. Shout out my teammates. It's probably the last time I played with any of them. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Thank you for casting.
Anytime, man.
Shout out. Yeah, I mean, hey, if your players don't want to play with each other, bro, let them go. Stop fucking holding them on just because you want to be that guy. Other than that, though, not GG's. I mean, we got outplayed today. Pitt's a good team, bro. Pitt is a good team despite despite my thoughts on it.
Well, yeah, there you have it.
GG's those guys, bro.
There you have it from the captain of Kansas City himself. But all right, I'm gonna wrap this stream up. It was a pleasure to talk to you, Mr. Jace.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I'm gonna get off, bro.
You're
Not
good.
touching cotton. Excited to watch the rest of these playoffs, bro. Can't
But
wait to see the slammage happen.
yeah.
I made a trade before this stage. Can't be Pitt. You traded Jaded for Hellboy, bro. That was non-monumental. You pretty much got the same player, except Hellboy will give you more. Shout out Hellboy. He played fucking fantastic tonight. All right, I'm out, bro. I'm out before I crash out.
All right.
Completely. Anyways, thank you for streaming. Thank you for casting.
Anytime. All right. And on that note, I have wrapped up. Oh, hello.
Stream still live?
Yes, it is. I'm wrapping it up right now.
And while you wrap it up, make sure you check out, show my screen here.
I got you.
It's swordog.com, 2Gs. I know you didn't have the link. I'm bringing it to you. Stream, check out swordog.com, 2Gs. Warrior Trauma merch. Everyone, thank Bio for the emergency cast.
But
Wrap it.
yeah, anyways, yep, there you have it. Check out Trauma. This is like, honestly, I've wanted to join this league for a while, not just, like, I don't want to play. Like, I've told Jace, like, I've told Frost, everybody. I just want to observe, and like I said, literally exactly what I did today. I just want to emergency cast if I need to. But, yeah, you know, Goated org seems to be very, very, you know, involved and supportive. So, yeah, I appreciate getting the opportunity to cast, and I appreciate all of you guys for stopping by. I thank you all for the follows, for the subs, and hopefully if I get the opportunity to cast in the future, I will have, you know, the overlays, I will have everything set up and all of that. So, in the meantime, I appreciate you guys, and good luck for the team still remaining in playoffs.